Bill Walsh saw it happen, and he saw it happen to his team. Now the 49ers will receive, and with James Owens out of the ballgame, Charles Johnson has gone back center deep. Frank Corral will kick off for the Rams. Dwight Hicks and Phil Francis are back there flanking Charles Johnson. 13 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first half. Rams are leading 10-7.
10-point turnaround.
Now there's Owens back in there. Quickly he came back in, 15 to the 20, Owens to the 25, to the 30, 35, to the 40. And it was Owens who quickly had come in after Charles Johnson had taken the center deep spot. Ron Smith ran him out.
There he is, James Owens, #1 draft choice, UCLA. Ranked second in NFC on kickoff returns starting off today. I think he'll probably go into the lead after those 2 or 3 here today.
First and 10 for the 49ers now at their own 43-yard line. Owens ran that one back 38 yards. Wilbur Jackson's back in there. He had been out with leg cramps. Wilbur Jackson gets it. He's at the 45, to the 50, and slips down at the 50-yard line. Jack Reynolds there to wrap it up. Again, a 7.
So a lot to their back. 61% of all completed passes from the 49er offense go to the offensive backs. Hofer's caught 40, and Jackson has caught 40 this year.
Second down, 3 yards to go for the 49ers. As they send Dwight Clark to the left side and Mike Schumann to the right side. Hofer and Jackson setbacks. DeBerg to the 50, to the 45, first down. DeBerg knew where the sticks were, and he hit the deck short of the 45, but it's a first and 10. Noel Cromwell on the tackle.
Rams have Rod Perry back in there on the corner, on the right corner. Glad to get him back. Went to the Pro Bowl.
Rod Perry just reactivated, and Ricky Odom was dropped. Jackie Wallace has also been reactivated and is available for the Los Angeles Rams on return teams. Hofer to the 40, Hofer. Tripped up by Nolan Cromwell, number 21, but he advanced it to the 36-yard line.
Beautiful blocking on the right side. Hofer out of the eye, just comes around the right side. Picks up 9 yards. Nobody's there until Cromwell makes the first hit.
Second down, less than a yard to go. Steve DeBerg, earlier this season, passed John Brody's single-season 49er completion record of 242. Starting today, DeBerg has completed 264 this year. Second down, less than a yard. Hofer up and over for the first and 10 for the 49ers at the 32-yard line. Jack Reynolds there on the stop along with Mike Fanning.
Oh, fine. Valuable back to have around. Hofer catches the football well, blocks well. Played a lot on special teams here in the first couple of years.
Hofer says of all the things he expected, the thing he never expected was that he would be starting ahead of O.J. Simpson. But he has been. That's Hofer there. DeBerg. Jackson motion outside left. Quick pitch to Hofer. Got it to about the 28-yard line. Bredzinski and Reynolds made the stop.
Now watch Jackson. He's going to go back, and he's shaking his head. Now he's shaking his head because of one thing. He wanted Hofer to cut back inside. He was running the linebacker outside. Say, why didn't you cut back?
Linville Elliott has replaced Hofer for the moment as Hofer comes to the sideline. Linville Elliott, a 7-year man from northeastern Missouri State, 210-pound running back. So it's Jackson and Elliott on a 2nd and 6. DeBerg. Jackson inside the 25-yard line. Jack Reynolds made the stop.
This is the way a left cornerback position looks at this play. There goes the fake. This pass was a little bit low. You'll see Jackson come into your screen, then up a little bit higher. He could have turned upfield and made the first down. Reynolds, he slips, and Reynolds is right there.
On a 3rd and 2, it's a triple tight end alignment now for the 49ers. Ken McAfee, Bob Brewer, Paul Seal, all in there. 3rd and short. Elliott's on the left set, Jackson on the right. Jackson's got the ball. But he is wrapped up for a loss of 2. Bredzinski on the tackle. 4th and 4. Crowd says go. Rams are leading 10-7. 9 minutes, 44 seconds left in the half. Here comes the field goal unit.
I think Walsh was thinking about it a little bit. He said, 4.5 yards.
So Ray Wershing is in. Joe Montana to hold for him. This will be a 43-yard attempt. 43-yard field goal attempt. Montana puts it down. Wershing boots it, and the 43-yarder is good. Wershing with the field goal. That is good. And so now, with 9 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first half, the score is tied. Rams 10, 49ers 10.
Wouldn't it be nice if batteries had gauges so you'd know ahead when you'd need a replacement? There's something good as a gauge better. The Rayovac Long Life Long Storage Alkaline. Now you can keep spares and never do without. See, its energy elements are compacted under 10,000 pounds, so that even after 4 years of standing there, it has more than 85% of its energy. Who needs a gauge? With Rayovac Alkaline, you can buy with confidence, buy spares with confidence, and never run out of gas.
Announcing a gas-saving breakthrough from Ford Motor Company. The first and only automatic overdrive transmission in of gas. That's incredible. Automatic overdrive at Ford, Mercury, and Lincoln dealers.
Next Saturday, the CBS Sports Spectacular features the final event in the Battle of the NFL Cheerleaders, plus highlights of the 9-ball pool championship. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
CBS Sports Spectacular on CBS next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Wershing hits it. Back to Drew Hill. Out to the 5 to the 10. Drew Hill to the 15. That's the end of the line. He was wrapped up by Thomas Sebring. So the Rams will start 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the end of it. You'll see Thomas Sebring, a rookie from Michigan, on the special teams. Good tackle. 17-yard return.
Sid Justin, who pulled a hamstring and running back, the blocked field goal attempt for a touchdown, will not return, we are told. So the Rams have the ball in a game that is tied 10-10 in the second quarter. Tyler. Wendell Tyler. Ramos out to the 31-yard line for a first down before Dwight Hicks brings him down.
Well, he explodes off the right side. Behind the quarterback, you see the man head up to center. That's Vincent. He goes around to the right side. Speed is too much. He'd only have to block the man on the center with his speed. Now watch this cut right there. The blocking's not too good, but Wendell Tyler is gone. 14-yard pickup.
Denard and Waddy are double to the left side. It's Billy Waddy in the slot left. Tyler in motion outside right. Then Sfergamo. Over the middle. Waddy. Billy Waddy at the 40-yard line. Dwight Hicks on the tackle.
Pretty short of first down. Picked up about 8. Well, Ron Jaworski has thrown 3 touchdown passes today. 1 to Montgomery, 1 to Harold, 2 to Harold Carmichael. 21-10, fourth quarter. 51 seconds to go on that one. So it looks as if Lindsay, Philadelphia, the Eagles are in first place in the Eastern Division. San Diego 14-7 over Kansas City, second quarter.
Second down and a yard to go, actually about a yard and a half. So they give it to the big man, Colin Bryant, but the 49ers prevent him from getting to the line of scrimmage. Wayne Board Got there first, and it is back to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 3.
This is the only fullback since I can remember, since I started playing professional football and working these games, Lindsey. That man right there, Cullum, is the only fullback I've ever known to return punts. He led the league one year returning kickoffs, but he has returned punts. And I don't think I've ever remembered a fullback who ever returned punts.
Once underway, he looked a great deal like a small tank.
I tell you, he's a good one.
Or a large tank. 3rd and 3 at the 38-yard line. Waddy in motion outside right. Cullen Bryant.
There's the tank.
And he got the 1st and 10, I think. Jeff McIntyre made the tackle. First down.
It's a final. Philadelphia all alone in first place with a 9-4 record, and Dallas and Washington tied for second with 8-5 now.
Well, the Eagles fans have waited a long time to see their team jump up there in first place.
That's right. Went to the playoffs last year, and it looks like they're going again.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line for the Rams here. Wendell Tyler, Cullen Bryant, the setbacks. Well split for Ferragamo, who drops back. Swings it out on screen right to Cullen Bryant. At the 40, at the 35. Wrapped up short of the 48-yard line. Gordy Saraceno on the tackle.
Bill Walsh's offense. Number one thing to keep in mind about this, and it's a passing offense, number one, about Walsh's offense. He gets 7 or 8 yards on first down. The Rams now starting to throw on first down a lot against this 49er defense, who's not too good against the pass. They're ranked last in the NFC against the pass, giving up over 200 yards a game.
2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line. Cullen Bryant. Got to the 48-yard line of the 49ers. Reuben Vaughn made the tackle. He'll check out the possible first down here. Cal Lepore may want the sticks.
Well, he made a good spin cutting back to the left side, Lindsey. If he could have maintained his balance, he would have got a lot more.
Lepore says bring out the sticks. The head linesman, I think, thought it was a first down. So we'll find out. Well, it's short. That much. 3rd down, less than a yard to go. Rams at the 49ers, 48-yard line, with the score tied 10-10. 4 minutes, 59 seconds left in the first half. Charles Young is coming to the ball game now for the Rams.
Great passing situation right here. It's a normal passing situation for Jim Zarn of Seattle. They love to throw it, not only on 3rd and short, but 4th and 6, 4th and 15.
3rd down, less than a yard to go. Tyler and Bryant are the setbacks.
Maybe they can use that play Nebraska used yesterday.
Tyler. He's got the 1st and 10, and it's at the 45-yard line of the 49ers. Gordy Saraceno and Dwayne Board made the tackle. That was an interesting play with the quarterback putting the ball down on the ground and the guard picks it up and rambles on. They used it twice, as a matter of fact.
Sure did. You think they'll use it in the Cotton Bowl, which will be on CBS?
It will be on CBS. Nebraska will be there. That play was devised the first time I ever saw it by a fellow named Henry Franco, who had been head coach at Tulsa and later became head coach at Tulane, at Vanderbilt against LSU, and he gave the ball to a tackle. He carried it all the way for a touchdown, and that was, I believe, 1938.
You remember back that far?
Yes, I do. Well, it was way short of everybody, and short of a man, Dwight Hicks, who was hoping it would hold up so he could intercept.
He looked like he wanted that football, Lindsey. He was going down the left sidelines. Hicks slipped. Could have been 6. Let's take another look. Off of play action. He just pulls the string on it there a little bit. You'll see Hicks now to the left of the screen, all alone. There he was, Preston Goddard.
Ferragamo is 6 for 12, 47 yards and 1 interception so far today in his second start At quarterback, Pat Hayden, of course, is out for the season with an injury. Jeff Rutledge started one game for the Rams, while Ferragamo was recovering from a hand injury. 2nd and 10. Tyler, penalty marker. Ted Benson got there on the tackle.
No mix-up on the snap. Everybody was moving. The ball was still there.
Ray Malavasi.
Illegal motion, 72. Offense, penalties declined.
Kent
Third
Hill.
down.
Third and 10 outside the 45. 72 Kent Hill is the information relayed over to Ray Malavasi.
49ers usually put in 6 defensive backs, but no, they've got the 3 linebackers in there, although only 4 defensive backs.
Waddy. And it is Charles Cornelius who batted it incomplete.
And another personal foul.
Penalty marker.
Uncalled for. A couple of years ago, I don't think this would have been a personal foul, Lindsey, but the rules have changed on penalties the last couple of years.
Yes, the 49ers again. And the 49er fans are unhappy.
Gives the Rams another crucial first down.
Doesn't it,
They would have been forced to punt. We'll take another look after we listen to California.
The booing continues here at Candlestick.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughs, number 30.
Tim Gray.
Here comes the pass now. It's deflected over there by Charles Cornelius, incomplete. Now watch Gray, right there. Now the ball is already out of bounds. Unnecessary roughness.
First and 10 for the Rams. The 49er fans continuing to boo. The ball is at the 30-yard line. The score is tied, and Ferragamo says to Cal Lepore, I can't hear the starting signal. Well, that's not gonna, I don't believe that'll quieten the fans. 3:51 left in the first half. 49ers have sustained 3 penalties for 36 yards in this ball game. Lepore, I think, is telling Ferragamo, you go up there and you take your best shot, because if we wait a lot longer, it's not going to get any better. This procedure was prescribed a year or 2 ago by the NFL.
Lindsey, the longest I've ever seen a game held up. The first year the New Orleans Saints were in business, they held the game up for 18 minutes at the Tulane Stadium.
Well, at old Tulane Stadium, it was metal and you couldn't hear a thing. Now, Ferragamo. And a diving catch at the 10-yard line by Ron Smith. Tim Gray covering.
Great catch. Ron Smith, second-year veteran from San Diego State. An extended effort. He dives for the football, comes up with a great catch. Ferragamo stands right in the pocket. 20 yards on this sideline pattern. Watch his catch. He had beaten number 30, Tim Gray.
Ball spotted on the 10. That makes it first and goal for the Rams. Score tied 10-10, and the fans here at Candlestick are really unhappy now. Ferragamo says he can't hear the starting signals again. Cal Lepore is holding up play for the moment.
Ferragamo has that right, Lindsey. He said, quarterback has to become strong at this point. He's got to say, look, I'm not going to call the play and take a chance of one of the offensive linemen not hearing the signal. Of course, he's going to get it the next time he gets to the line of scrimmage. And Miami, 14-7 second quarter score over the Colts. They can hold on. They'll tie New England, who lost today to Buffalo.
Here they come now. First and goal at the 10.
Got to call a quick count.
Tyler gets to the 5-yard line. Tim Gray and Gordy Saraceno on the tackle.
Well, it doesn't take him long to make up his mind.
Ball is at the 4.
6 very quick yards.
Clock is running with 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the half. The score is tied. The Rams 10 and the 49ers 10. Tyler and Bryant are the setbacks. Ferragamo says he can't hear the starting signals. Cal Lepore said get in there and snap it.
Timeout, Los Angeles.
So now the Rams spin the timeout. So we have 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to play in the first half, and the score is tied 10-10.
The way to financial opportunity is sometimes filled with risk. But somewhere, there are good, solid ways to go. And our ability to put you on strong, solid ground is simply unavailable at any other investment firm. Merrill Lynch, a breed apart.
A great deal of time and care go into the production of a fine play, just as they go into the making of a fine wine. Paul Masson's Rhine Castle. The taste is smooth, flavorful, delicious. Paul Masson wines taste so good because they're made with such care. What Paul Masson said nearly a century ago is still true today. We will sell no wine before it's time.
Cal Lepore talking to Ferragamo.
And this was the cause of it. This is the pass on 3rd down that went incomplete. You'll see Cornelius deflect the pass, almost intercepted right there. Now watch Hicks, number 30. The right elbow knocks the receiver out of bounds. Unnecessary roughness, personal foul, and now you hear the boos.
Tim Gray, the man. Tim Gray, the man on whom the penalty was called. It's going to be now. 2nd down and goal to go. Rams at the 4-yard line. Ferragamo, incomplete in the end zone. An incompletion intended for Preston Denard.
Denard wanted an interference call. Gerard Williams on the coverage.
3rd and goal, Rams at the 49ers 4. Ron Smith checking in with the next play. 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the half. Score tied, 10-10. The noise starts up once again here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Tyler. And he is dropped back near the 6 or 7 yard line. Dwight Hicks finally brought him down. 4th down coming up.
The defense for the 49ers is pepped up today. Watch this pursuit, a sweep around the right side. Terry Nelson gets pushed back into the backfield by the linebacker over there, Willie Harper. He really caused the play to be fouled up. Going to lose 2 yards here, and watch the pursuit. Number 22 is Dwight Hicks on the stop.
So on 4th down, the field goal unit has come on. This will be a 24-yard attempt. Frank Corral is in the boot. Nolan Cromwell is holding. Cromwell puts it down. Corral boots it up. The 24-yarder is good. And the Rams go back out in front in this ball game. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining to be played in the first half. And the score is now the Los Angeles Rams 13 and the San Francisco 49ers 10.
Ford's 79 countdown clearance is underway. Your Ford dealer is receiving allowances and additional cash incentives that he can pass on to you now when you buy selected new 79 Ford cars and trucks. It could add up to $400 on V8 Mustangs and pickups, $600 on LTD, over $1,000 on Heritage Thunderbirds. See your Ford dealer now. Ask him about the $400, $600, and $1,000 better ideas.
Our corporation had to have an insurance company that pays medical claims promptly, fairly, and courteously. Connecticut General really came through for us.
Coming through for you. That's what CG people do.
Dental claim forms are a lot easier to fill out when they're in my language instead of insurancees. And that's how Connecticut General comes through for me.
Coming through for you. That's what CG people do.
Call us. We'll come through for you, too.
Next Saturday, the CBS Sports Spectacular features highlights of the exciting LA Times 500 and highlights of the 9-ball pool championship. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
Frank Corral is kicking off for the Rams as we approach the 2-minute warning. James Owens is center deep. Over to Francis' side. He lets it go, and it's going out of bounds. So they'll bring it back, tee it up at the 30-yard line.
Very smart move by Phil Francis that time not to touch that football.
Stay tuned during the halftime intermission as Brent, Jane, and Irv will bring us up to date on highlight scores of other games all around the National Football League. Right here, the Rams, with that last drive, went ahead by 3 points. Halftime performers here getting loosened up as well. Corral will tee it at the 30-yard line now. Keep in mind that the 49ers have never beaten the Rams at Candlestick Park.
He's trying to kick it away from James Owens. There's Ray Malavasi on the sidelines. They do not want number 20 to get their hands on that football.
Corral with another line drive. Number 20's got it. Owens slips, gets up. He's at the 10, at the 15, at the 20, at the 25, at the 30. And he struggles up to about the 33, 34-yard line. Jim Joda on the tackle.
Plenty of time for the 49ers to move the football. They've got 3 timeouts remaining.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning in the ball game with the 49ers holding a 3-point advantage.
Sorry. I said we are not interested in their proposal.
The meeting is next Thursday, Bill.
60 long tons on September. Fredericks, are you listening to me?
If there's one thing you should remember about this deal...
Not knowing how to listen has cost American business billions of dollars. Well, as one of the world's major corporations, we at Sperry are doing something about it. We've set up extensive listening programs that Sperry employees worldwide can take part in. And when you do business with Sperry Univac or any of our other divisions, you're going to discover that Sperry listens like no one you've ever done business with.
80,000! I said 8,000! No!
Sperry, we understand how important it is to listen.
It is the Rams, of course, who have the 3-point advantage as the 49ers have the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Hello, hello. Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning here at Candlestick. Clock shows 1:51 remaining in the first half. They've got 3 men far to the right side. Big Ben right. Steve DeBerg. Over the middle to Francis, incomplete. Had 3 receivers bunched up far to the right side.
Well, Francis just a little overthrown. But I had a first down and probably could have gotten to the sidelines when being stopped the clock.
Second down play now for the 49ers. DeBerg is 6 for 11 in the air in the first half, 92 yards.
64 of those yards came on the first possession the 49ers had after the open kickoff.
3 receivers far right. James Owens is one of those. Now they go to the screen left. Francis has got the ball at the 40-45. struggles to the sideline marker, and he got it up there to the 50-yard line. Dave Elmendorf brought him down.
He didn't get out of bounds, so the clock continues to run.
1st and 10. You see the time inset. And here is the timeout signal as the 49ers take a timeout. Francis picked up 16 yards. DeBerg comes to the sideline, which gives us time to remind you that Monday night on CBS, you'll see the White Shadow, MASH, WKRP in Cincinnati, and Lou Grant. An all-star lineup right here on CBS on Monday night. Now, DeBerg talks to Bill Walsh. Ball is at the 50-yard line. Clock says 1 minute 30 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rams are leading 13-10. Rams came into this game with a record of 6 wins and 6 losses, and the 49ers came in 1 win and 11 losses. Ofer and Francis are the setbacks. Wilbur Jackson has been used sparingly by the 49ers in the first half. He had leg cramps. O.J. Simpson likewise has been used sparingly in the first half. That's Ray Malavasi of the Rams. And here come the 49ers. Freddie Solomon to the left side, Mike Schumann to the right side. Give it on the ground to Hofer. Hofer got to the 39-yard line.
It looked like he got out of bounds to me. They say he didn't. We've seen the 49ers run a sweep in this situation. Good call. Rams expecting a pass. Hofer picks up 12.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Freddie Solomon at the 25. At the 20, Solomon turns it on. He's gone. Touchdown for Freddie Solomon. A 38-yard touchdown pass.
Well, this is the best 111 team that I've ever seen play in the National Football League. They can score from anywhere on the field. Freddie Solomon with 55 catches on the year. He scores his 8th touchdown of the year, 7th on the receiving end of a pass from Steve DeBerg. The 7th touchdown catch of the year. Here it is, 38 yards, and watch Solomon turn on the speed. He caught Nolan Cromwell going the wrong way, and he split it right there.
There's high jubilation in the stands here at Candlestick Park as the 49ers have recaptured the lead, and they have a conversion attempt coming now. Ray Wersching to attempt it, and Joe Montana, the Notre Damer, to hold for him. Montana puts it down, Wersching boots it up, and the conversion is good. So now, with 56 seconds remaining to be played in the first half, it's the 49ers 17 and the Rams 13.
Here it is again. Let's take another look. Just a quick post pattern. Right on the money. Steve DeBerg. 13th touchdown pass of the year, and the speed of Freddie Solomon. He'll be in the Pro Bowl.
CBS Sports Spectacular coming up next Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time will include the Professional Pool Players Association 9-Ball Championship.
Next Saturday, the CBS Sports Spectacular. Then the Battle of the NFL Cheerleaders.
Followed by the Los Angeles Times 500 stock car race. The event was held on November 18th. Highlights will be televised. Richard Petty, Darrell Waltrip will battle it out to finish in this final NASCAR event, which determines the 1979 Grand National Champion. That's all on the CBS Sports Spec next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
What a race. Petty just a couple of points ahead of Darrell Waltrip.
Now, Wersching has teed the ball up at the 35-yard line. Drew Hill is center deep to receive it for the Los Angeles Rams. Line drive, fielded at the 25-yard line and pitched back to Hill, and Drew Hill is along the 30, and Drew Hill turns it to the 31-yard line. Sebring made the tackle.
Well, let's see if the Rams try to move the football in at least field goal position. They've got 2 timeouts left.
51 seconds on the clock. Vince Ferragamo has quarterbacked the Rams throughout. During the halftime intermission, Brent, Jane, and Herb will bring us up to date on scores and highlights all around the NFL. Wendell Tyler, Cullen Bryant are the setbacks now for the Rams. Ferragamo out to Wendell Tyler on the screen right. He's at the 30-yard line, 35. Tyler to the 40-yard line and across to the 41. He got the first down. Bob Martin on the tackle.
Took 9 seconds off the clock. He spent a timeout. They got one left.
All spotted near the 42-yard line. So when play is resumed after this timeout intermission, the 49ers are leading the game by a score of 17-13.
We told you there'd be some points on the board. 30 of them in the first half, and it's not over. It's Bobby Lee on the right. Quarterback, I guess you'd say, from Minnesota, Atlanta. Been around the league.
Hasn't he, though?
Picked him up a couple of weeks ago.
Ferragamo coming back out now with a 1st and 10.
There's Freddie. Freddie Solomon.
Starting the day, Freddie Solomon was second in the National Football Conference in pass reception, second only to Ahmad Rashad of the Minnesota Vikings.
Played a little quarterback at Tampa.
Yes, he did.
Good running quarterback.
Billy Waddy. Wide receiver to the right side. Ferragamo goes long to Billy Waddy, and it is intercepted. Picked off at the 12-yard line by Charles Cornelius. Cornelius has intercepted for the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, we said they only had 6 interceptions coming into this ball game. They have 2 here in the first half. Dwight Hicks got one earlier, and now Cornelius comes up with an interception. Just a home run down there. He's hoping double team back there. Cornelius, good concentration on the interception.
First and 10 for the 49ers at their own 13-yard line.
But I don't know. Bill Walsh might try to go down the field, or at least get in field goal position. The way his offense so wide open. But most normally they'll try to run it out.
He's got Hofer and Jackson in there. Solomon's in a wide right. Just hit the deck with the quarterback. Steve DeBerg. Clock is running. Took a loss of a yard on the play. Second and 11 at the 12-yard line. Clock is wound down now to 10 seconds. As you see it in set. And they're going to let it run out. Make no effort to put it in play. So, here at the end of the first half, it's San Francisco 17 and the Rams 13.
Spread your wings. Introducing the new 1980 Thunderbird, a Thunderbird of new contemporary size that shows its elegant heritage wherever you look. And with its new size and a new 4.2-liter engine, this Thunderbird has excellent estimated gas mileage and also offers the first automatic overdrive option built in America, a new engineering breakthrough. The new size Thunderbird, a better idea for the 80s.
Gentlemen, tonight we're brought together here by 2 things we all love. Good food and light beer from Miller. I want to take this opportunity myself to tell you. I tell you, I don't get no respect.
Gaston, je dis saignant. Si elle est pas saignante, sounds good, but what is it?
Meatloaf sandwich and a light.
Gentlemen, as we all know and appreciate, light has 1/3 less calories than a regular beer, and it's less filling.
But the best thing is, it tastes great.
Less filling. Gentlemen.
Hey, Deacon, pass the roll. Hey, Charlie, that's my beer.
No, yours is by your broccoli. This is my broccoli.
That's my beer.
What's wrong with you guys?
Hey, Bubba, you want the peas?
Ooh, you gonna eat all that?
Just showing off.
Gentlemen, in closing, I'd like to think I speak for all of us when I say if it wasn't for light, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Hey, you're profound.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Next Saturday, the CBS Sports Spectacular features highlights of the exciting LA Times 500. Plus, the battle of the NFL cheerleaders with 16 teams representing the NFC and AFC competing in the final event, the Jet Ski Contest. And highlights of the Professional Pool Players Association 9-Ball Championship. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
Back live in New York, I'm Brent Musburger. Jane Kennedy is going to tell us all about Too Tall Jones as a boxer, but first some outlandish predictions. Charles White's going to win the Heisman, USC is going to beat Ohio State badly in the Rose Bowl, and John Robinson will have his choice, either the Oakland Raiders or the Los Angeles Rams. Enough of that. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a chance today to win their way into the playoffs. All they had to do was beat the Minnesota Vikings. They started out on top. Watch the big fella Williams send that tight end deep. Here's Giles. Hit him right now. Down to the 2-yard line. Come on, Ricky Bell. Former Trojan barges in, but they miss an extra point, and don't forget it, it's going to be big. 6-0. Back comes Kramer. He studied this play from Tarkenton. Move over to the right now and buy some time. Come on, LeCount. Keep moving around. I'm going to find you finally, and here he comes. Touchdown, Minnesota. We trail 9-7, and the Vikings keep it going. Ahmad Rashad, underrated. Hit him over there on the left side. Watch now, the Bucs will blow a tackle right there, and here he comes. It's 14-9 of Vikings. Johnny Davis. Ricky Bell, you lead the way. You clean out that linebacker, and here it is. 38's got the ball. 42 throws a great block, and into the end zone goes Davis. It's 17-16. Minnesota over John McKay and the Buccaneers. But the Vikings were all over the Bucs kicking game today. Watch this blocked punt coming up here. And Minnesota's got a chance to do it again. And when you get close and you want to back to catch a pass, get Ricky Young out of the backfield. He's all alone. Linebacker not over there. It's 23-16. Minnesota on the lead. Now time running out. Williams. Receivers are covered. Here comes the former Grambling star. Pick up that man, he says. Watch the lick he's going to take. Touchdown, and all we have to do is kick the extra point, and we'll go to overtime. And would you believe it? It was blocked, and Tampa Bay loses to Minnesota, and the Buccaneers play Chicago next week. 23-22 is the final score. Keep on going through the scoreboard now. New Orleans ahead of the Rams. The Rams have got to come back against the 49ers, or they fall out of first place. Manning, 14-31 for 264 yards and 1 touchdown to that great Wes Chandler. St. Louis loses to Cincinnati. They were behind at one time 28-7. They rallied hard in the game, was 23 of 38 for 329 yards. O.J. Anderson, 16 carries for 80 yards. The Giants win a big one. 14-6 over the Redskins. Redskins slide to second, tied with the Cowboys. Redskins draw Green Bay next week. 16-13. Buffalo over New England in overtime. 5 minutes and 45 minutes of overtime in that game. Another overtime with just 9 seconds to go. Pittsburgh settled for a field goal, 33-30. Matt Barr wins it, a 37-yarder, and the Steelers hang on. Philadelphia over Green Bay 21-10. The Eagles are all alone now in first place in the NFC East. And there's the game you're watching, 17-13 at the half. The 49ers over the Rams. Kansas City losing to San Diego. And Lord Jeff, John Jefferson, made a great catch in that game. 42-yard touchdown pass from Danny Fouts. Miami with Bob Greasy back at quarterback. Don Strock was injured. They lead the Colts 14-7 at the half. One of the game underway, Oakland 7, Denver nothing, and Jimmy the Greek has been tearing his hair out over that. All right, Irv Cross, come on, baby, take the ball.
I got it. All
Get
right.
some more highlights.
Well, the New Orleans Saints pick up their 7th win today by knocking off the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta today by a score of 37-6. Of course, right now, temporarily, they're in first place in the NFC Western Division. Archie Manning, who had a good day throwing the ball, hits Wes Chandler and makes a great catch here in the first quarter, setting up a scoring opportunity for his offensive club. And Mike Strawn goes in from the 3-yard line. It's New Orleans 7, Atlanta nothing. Chuck Muncie, number 42, had a good day running the ball, Brent. He can catch it much better than I can. Give me that. Ran around us right in here, 15 yards out. Muncie goes in, 14-0. New Orleans over Atlanta. On a 4th down punting situation, Rich Partridge muffs the snap from center, but rolls to his right, hits the outlet man here, Bruce Williams. It looks as though the Saints are going to go all the way for a score. As a matter of fact, he does go in for a score, but the touchdown is nullified because of the penalty. A few plays later, Manning rolls to his left. Goes up top, it's number 85, Henry Childs. Big, strong tight end, goes 37 yards in. And the Saints held on to win the ball game 37-6.
All right, Irv, we got a lot more highlights. Back with Jane and Too Tall Jones as the NFL Today continues on CBS after these messages. Thanks, Irv, from your local stations.
Jerry.
Sunday.
Oh, it's me. God, not what you expected, huh?
George Burns stars with John Denver in
It's a miracle. I don't do miracles.
Oh God. This is CBS.
Next Sunday in Los Angeles, you'll watch the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And today it was the Giants against Washington. The talented rookie Sims went to the sideline. Ernest Gray out of bounds. Set up this touchdown by 44 Kodar. It was 7-3 Giants over the Redskins. Ball in the Washington 28 now. Watch Billy Taylor take charge. He gets down to the 1-yard line of the Redskins. And 2 plays later, it was Taylor barging in for the touchdown. That was all the touchdowns in this game. Mosley later missed the field goal, even though he hit on a couple, and it was 14-6, and that knocked the Redskins out of first place, Irv, and set up your favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles right now are in undisputed first place in the National Football Conference Eastern Division by knocking out the Green Bay Packers for the very first time in Wisconsin, 21-10. Ron Jaworski threw the ball 18 times, completed 8 passes for 127 yards and 3 touchdowns. This one in the first quarter goes out to long, lanky Harold Carmichael, who takes the ball down to the Green Bay 10-yard line, setting up Jaworski's first touchdown throw. Going back, hitting number 31, Wilbert Montgomery, who goes in the end zone. The Eagles take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. The ball on the Green Bay 7-yard line, Jaworski going to number 17, Carmichael. Second touchdown of the day, 14-3 Philadelphia. Dickey came in to get the Green Bay Packers going, rolling to his left. So 4th down and inches play, didn't make it. The Eagle defense held, and on the very next play, Leroy Harris takes a handoff from Jaworski and rambles 81 yards. Come on, Leroy, get it going. Run out of gas around the 50, but an 81-yard run, a big play for the Eagles, setting up another scoring opportunity for the Birds, and Jaworski cashes in right away as he goes to Carmichael. Touchdown, 21-3 Philadelphia. Dickey trying to get something going for his ball game club late in fourth quarter. He's lofting for a touchdown. Too late, too little. The Eagles hold on to win, 21-10.
All right, Jane. Should Too Tall Jones retire from boxing?
Oh, I'm still waiting for him to start.
Oh, that's a nasty comment. Let me show everybody their third. I mean, watch him here in the third fight. He was in Washington last night. I said we got to see the tape.
He's
He was
supposed to
great.
have 44 fights over his first 3 years. I was looking for someone to give him a bit of experience because he definitely needs it.
41 seconds and Montez fell. How big you think he is, Irv? About 5'10"?
Much shorter than Too Tall. Yeah, about 5'10".
All right, and that was victory number 3 for Too Tall Jones. Meanwhile, Notre Dame traveled to Tokyo, the Mirage Bowl. That's their bowl game. Irish haven't had a good year. Said, come on over here, Miami Hurricanes. Let's see if we can beat up on you in the Mirage Bowl. 80,000 on hand for this contest. And watch Notre Dame here. Vegas Ferguson slams to the 2. Ferguson had a big afternoon against the Hurricanes. Here he is, and it was 7-0 Irish. Watch the interception. Oh, how you like the scoreboard over there in Tokyo. All right, here we are. Kelly trying to throw, picked off by the Irish. Dave Weimer for a touchdown. It was 14-0, and yes, it rained all game long. Miami now at the Notre Dame 11, and Chris Hobbs gets the pass down to the Irish 2-yard line. Gary Brineker ran 2 yards for the score. That made it 14-7, and suddenly that crowd said, come on, let's go. And late in the third quarter, here's the play that turned it around. Dave Durson recovers it for the Irish, cuts over to the right, spots a hole, and comes right down the alley. And that set up our man Vegas, who on the day carried 35 times for 177 yards, 3 touchdowns, and it was 40-15. And shake down the thunder in Tokyo, right? Huh? How excited can you be, right?
Ferragamo wouldn't have had any trouble if San Francisco was like that.
Let's send you back now to San Francisco, Lindsey Nelson.
It's halftime here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. And the San Francisco 49ers are leading the Los Angeles Rams by a score of 17-13.
The NFL on CBS. Today's game is sponsored by Ford and your Ford dealers, who bring you the better idea of cars and trucks for the ages. The Miller Brewing Company, brewers and Miller High Life. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. And by Owens Corning Fiberglass Corporation, makers of fine fiberglass products for consumers and industry.
In many of the world's emerging nations, telecommunications isn't as much of a problem as it used to be. Thanks to, for one thing, microwave relay systems, which greatly facilitated telephone calls within the country. And even more important, something called earth stations, which made it possible to call out of the country via satellite.
G.
No, GTE.
Take care of your car at Kmart. Our automotive service centers care.
Shop for Christmas at your Kmart Automotive Center. Save up to $39 on an auto sound system. For just $96, you get an AM/FM stereo radio with 8-track or cassette, plus a pair of great sounding 5-inch or 6x9 coaxial speakers, all for $96 at Kmart Automotive Centers across the U.S., where quality car products are Kmart priced.